Hello everybody, Joe Clone here at Pandora. Oh yes, I am here. I am here and I'm happy. As you know, got another review for y'all. Joe Clone back in New York, take it away. Hey everybody, Joe Clone back in New York here, and oh my, isn't my brother lucky that he gets to be at the World of Pandora himself. Really jealous, really jealous. But it's all good because you know what he doesn't have? He does not have this awesome Lego Avatar collection in front of him. I'm sure he's so jealous of me right now. Yeah. But with that being said, obviously, since there's a Joe Clone on location in Walt Disney World's World of Pandora at Animal Kingdom theme park, I thought that would be a great opportunity to finally review my Lego Avatar collection. So, it's probably going to be, it might be I'm still trying to figure out if it's going to be 2 or 3 parts. But in this little mini series, we're going to be breaking down all of my Lego Avatar minifigures, sets, and animals. So, without further ado, let's begin. Just before I get into the breakdown of each minifigure, or I shouldn't call them minifigures because they are way taller than normal Lego minifigures, which I find amazing. But before we get into it, the cool thing about these Lego Avatar sets and this theme in general is all of these minifigures are exclusive only to the set that they come in. They are not reproduced in any other Avatar sets. They are all unique and specific to every set that they come in, and I just find that really cool. It's going to make these figures really valuable in the future because all of them only come from one Lego set. So I just thought that was a cool thing about this theme in general, but let's break them down. Okay, and I'm sorry again to stall the breakdown of each minifigure, but before I did that, I just want to give a scale of these Lego Avatar minifigures compared to normal Lego minifigures. As you can see, we have the famous Joe Clone, minifigure here, and yeah, just that much taller. And I honestly think the scale is perfect. These are really in canon and lore supposed to be around 8 to 9 feet tall, so I think that perfectly represents that. And also, just to break down all the differences, as you could see, the legs of the Avatar figures have 3 studs opposed to, or not 3 studs on each leg opposed to 2 stud holes on each leg. Sorry if I'm a bit rocky with the terminology here. The space travel over to Pandora has made my brain a little fuzzy, so I'm sorry about that, guys. But Joe Clone on location, actually on the surface of Pandora, could tell you more about that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a scale before I go into it. Obviously, the arms are longer too. I just think it's perfect. As Natiri took out Joe Clone, I think it's a perfect scale to how they actually look in the movies. But with that being said, let's start breaking them down. Okay, and just before I get into the breakdown, sorry to stall it even more, since we are reviewing figures and animals from the Lego Avatar theme, I thought it would only be right to have the staging area be in the forest. So that is where this breakdown of these minifigures is going to take place. Sort of like how Joe Clone on location again is in the actual Pandora forest. So, with that being said, this is Moat. She is the Sahik, or in human terms, the queen of the Omaticaya Na'vi clan. She's also Neytiri's mother, so that's very cool, I guess. And yeah, being the queen, you would think she'd have duties a queen would have, obviously. She also has a lot of the healing duties. She also prepares Na'vi clan members before their death to meet the Mother Awa, who is the god of all living things on Pandora, and is an actual real god, as we see in the movies. But yeah, just as the figure goes, I already showed you the scale of these figures, but the printing on these figures is amazing. You could just see the texture there, and even the shininess of the gold there on this chest piece she's wearing. And she has sleeves, which is honestly rare out of Na'vi figures, because most Na'vi figures have no sleeves. But a basic figure, but it's still cool. To me, it's just so cool that these are all exclusive, and it really does just make me love this Lego theme that much more. But that is Moat, and we will move on to the next figure. Okay, now our next figure, I really shouldn't have him in the forest, because this is Tonawari, who is the leader of the Metkayina clan. And the Metkayina clan is most notably only shown in the second Avatar film, Avatar: The Way of Water, and he is the leader of that clan. His wife is obviously the Sahik, sort of like I was talking about before, Moat. But this is a very cool, I honestly like, Moat's probably my least favorite figure. We're going from my least favorites to my all-time favorites. But this is just, he's an awesome figure. He comes with this crazy weapon here. But like I said, the printing on these figures is amazing. And they're all different too, which is just fantastic from Lego. Also, the quality of these figures are really good. They really did a good job with this theme, Lego did. And honestly, it's a quiet one, but every person who I've seen has Lego Avatar sets just loves the theme. So it really is, it makes me smile, because it is a good sign that they'll continue doing this theme in the future. But Tonawari here, he has, look at the printing all over his face. That is just fantastic. And obviously, since they are water people and a different, they're not a different species, but they're a different race of Na'vi. So they have a different shade of blue on their skin, and their shade of blue is really for the fact that they are mostly ocean people, so it really just blends into the color of the oceans of Pandora. So that's just very cool. Obviously, their tail is different than on the minifigures, you can't really see it, but amazing back printing. The tails of the Metkayina people are used really to be agile and maneuver underwater, so that's just a cool little lore fact. But I can't get over the printing. It's amazing. Just look at that. But that is Tonawari. Moving on to the next figure. Okay, our last three characters here are my favorite characters in all of the Avatar universe. So yeah, I just thought I'd say that. But in front of us here, we have Sute, who was supposed to marry Neytiri and become the next leader of the Omaticaya clan. If you've watched the movie's been out for years, obviously that doesn't happen, and Jake becomes the leader, and Sute unfortunately passes away, which kills me, because he's a bit of a jerk in the beginning, but he becomes Jake's boy. So that's why I really like Sute, and he's a really vicious warrior, as you see in his final moments of the film. Um, do I have to keep saying it? The printing is fantastic. It gets even better with Sute here. Just just look at all of it right here on this garment down here. Like, that is insane details, and even all of the like feathers and gold and teeth on his chest piece here are just fantastic. Like, that is so it's just so awesome. Even on his face, they all really get different face printings, as well as if they have different hairstyles and braids and beads in their hair. It's just fantastic stuff, and that's why I love this theme. You could see he has a sort of smaller bow here, and this is actually not from the set. I actually gave him this bow because if you play the Frontiers of Pandora video game, you would know that the Na'vi use three types of bows: long bows, heavy bows, and short bows. So this is sort of Sute's short bow here that I have him using. And yeah, just going around the figure, even on the back, like, it's amazing. Like, they even have crazy back printing. Like, look at that. That is amazing. And since I took his hair off, I didn't even realize they all have different hairstyles as well. It's just so cool. And if you get multiples of these sets, obviously you could just customize a bunch of different Na'vi and have a whole clan, which I'm definitely going to be looking forward to doing in the future. But yeah, these figures are amazing. That is Sute, one of my favorites. And yeah, moving on to the next figure. All right, moving on to the GOATs in the Avatar movie universe. We have Neytiri, who is Jake Sully Taruk Makto's wife. Neytiri becomes the next Saik of the Omaticaya clan, like her mother before her. And like Sute and obviously Jake, she's honestly one of the most vicious and ruthless Na'vi warriors in the entire universe. And I just love the dynamic between her and Jake that we get to see, how it's grown, and their chemistry in the Way of Water and how they fight. It's just so awesome. And those are my favorite parts of the second movie, when we get to just see some raw Jake and Neytiri kicking ass. Sorry to slightly curse there, but I just love Neytiri. And obviously, there's a few different versions of her in Lego. I only have two Lego Avatar sets, so I got one of the best versions of her. This is her sort of final battle of the first movie variant of Lego figure, and I just think the garment she's wearing, like, I'm going to say it over and over when reviewing this team, the detailing on these prints of these figures, like, Lego Star Wars is looking in jealousy of how detailed these figures got printed. And it just shows the attention to detail that Lego took with this theme, and I really respect them for it. Just, like, even all the dots on their skin, it's awesome. But, like, she has so many, it's sort of like an upgraded version of Sute's. She has so many different colors and feathers, and even her knife holster is a different color. It's that metallic silver and bright blue. I love that we see the necklace on her as well. And as you can see, the bow is a long bow. It's longer than Sute's. And she has sort of this Na'vi style knife, and I build them sort of, or I don't build them, but I make the figures hold them differently, as the instructions would tell you. I make them hold them as sort of like Na'vi karambit knives, and I really think that they serve that purpose well. But going all around, Not as much back printing for Neytiri here, but honestly, all the Not V's have long hair, so I don't really care about the back printing, but still, even still, back printing, like, amazing. Obviously, her hairpiece is different from the other figures, as you could see. And I'll go over what this, when I do the, at the end of this review, I'll show you what this little notch in the hair is for. I'll get into that. But as for Neytiri goes, that is a fantastic exclusive figure. And yeah, moving on to the... Before I move on, even the lines on their skin are all different. It's just amazing the detail that LEGO went into this theme with. But we'll see more of that on display with the next figure. Moving on. And the last LEGO Avatar minifigure in my LEGO Avatar collection is the GOAT himself. Leader of the Omaticaya clan, Taruk Makto, Jake Sully. And before we break down this, you know what, let's just get into it. So you see, this is the Taruk Makto torso and legs that we get from the Tree of Souls set. And I love the body painting, but this is my one complaint. I feel like they stiffed Jake a bit here, because he's not as detailed as the previous figures that we've looked at, which are heavily detailed. But this head is from the Skimwing set with the hair as well. And I'll get into the GOAT, just so you understand what I'm trying to explain here. So this is the torso print from the Skimwing set that we get a Jake minifigure in. But I put the Taruk Makto face and hair on him because I just feel like, and we see him sporting the bulletproof vest many times in many battles as Taruk Makto. I feel like they should have gave us this print for his Tree of Souls figure with the body paint under it, under the bulletproof vest. You know what I'm saying? Because even on the back, like, the back printing with the bulletproof vest is just so much better than the back printing on the normal Taruk Makto variant. Just look at that. Like, we get that nice cross section there with the bulletproof vest strapped to him. It's so cool looking. And I just think he looks awesome with the Taruk Makto version face, because the face is painted and he's got the dope hair braid, but that painted face and the bulletproof vest. What I was really going for this character is the Jake that we see in the newest film, The Way of Water, as he is Taruk Makto and sports the bulletproof vest and the awesome hatchet that I custom made for him that I think came out so great, and as well as the machine gun he uses, which I love the Avatar universe machine guns. They're awesome to use in the video game. And but yeah, that's really what I was going for, the Way of Water Jake Sully Taruk Makto variant, and I think I did a great job in capturing that. He literally looks exactly like he's out of that film, and the hatchet and the machine gun just make it. And this figure is my favorite LEGO Avatar figure, and he is just so badass looking. Just look at him. He looks like you would not want to mess with him at all, and especially if he's riding Taruk himself. But yeah, I love Jake. Definitely my favorite character in the Avatar universe. And that bulletproof vest is just so awesome, and it works so well with this amazing printed Taruk Makto Jake Sully face. And yeah, just look at the back. This is like I see this as my most complete and accurate LEGO Avatar minifigure. And it's honestly one of my favorite minifigures in my entire LEGO collection. So if that tells you how much I love this Lego Avatar theme, then you will be convinced in the coming parts to this series. But that is Taruk Makto, Jake Sully in Lego form. Let's move on to the final lineup. Okay, guys, and obviously this isn't a Lego Star Wars review, so our final lineup's going to be a little different here. I just want you to look at all of their faces, because like I said, all of even the stripes and their skin textures are all different from these figures. And it really is just look at these figures again. It is just amazing how detailed these figures are, and it really shows you what Lego could do. And yeah, just the details on these figures, all the way to the skin texture, is just amazing. It's honestly a testament to them, and I'm not one to complain, but it just shows you that they could do insane detailed characters, because they're standing right in front of you here. Even the dimensions, the height is perfect. These figures are perfect. This is an ace Lego theme. I'm a huge Lego Star Wars fan, and it will always be my favorite Lego theme, but the Lego Avatar theme is honestly in my top 3 right now, because of just how amazingly detailed these figures are. And these are only the figures. I haven't even gotten into the animals yet, or the sets, which will be coming up next. But that is my Lego Avatar minifigure collection. And yeah, I just did this because, as you know, there's a Joe Clone on location at the World of Pandora at Walt Disney World. So I thought this was a perfect opportunity, again, to do this review video. And as you know, even though I'm on Pandora, I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in this universe. And I thank you for joining me on the journey. That's a review. The next 2 or 3 parts will be following this, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. And peace.